You okay?
Yeah.
I got a funny feeling. I got a funny feeling. Yeah.
I apologize in advance for the noise that the air conditioner is emitting. It's hot in here for Kristen Stefan-Sampino because she's a big fat wuss. Anyway, hello people, I'm Jaby Koay, joined by Kristen Stefan-Sampino, back yet again. Before she leaves forever, we're looking at It's Entertainment with Akshay, Kumar, and Tamannaah Bhatia, my current crush. I tried to combine the words official and Hindi. Official Hindi film trailer 2014.
मेरे पास लॉकेट है, लेटर है, बाप की तस्वीर है, डीएनए की बोतल है, डीएनए, डैडीज नाजायज औलाद। अखिल तू तो करोड़पति निकला यार। अब ये स्लम डॉग मिलियनेयर बन गया। बताइए अब कब टेक ओवर करूं?
टेक ओवर तो नहीं कर सकते, किसी और ने ओवरटेक कर लिया।
कौन है वो कमीना?
यही है पन्नालाल जोहरी के वारिस। इनका नाम एंटरटेनमेंट है।
एंटरटेनमेंट क्यों?
क्यों? यहाँ कबूतर का नाम मसकली हो सकता है, जमीन पे रहकर घोड़े का नाम बादल हो सकता है, आदमी का नाम महिला जयावर्धनी हो सकता है, तो इनका नाम एंटरटेनमेंट क्यों नहीं हो सकता?
I don't understand what's happening.
I don't either. But I think he's really cute. Oh.
There she is, Tamannaah Bhatia. Oh my god.
तुम भी ये मानती हो ना कि शादी के बाद हर आदमी कुत्ता बन जाता है? मेरा तो ये कहना है कि तुम कुत्ते से ही शादी
What the hell?
मैं तो कहता हूँ अपने हक के लिए fuck the kill the dog. इस कुत्ते को मार, कुत्ते को मार, अक्षय कुमार, कुत्ते।
It's so bad. What is him against the dog? Oh my god, it's a cartoon.
That's basically what it is.
विलेंस की एंट्री। ये वाला दबंग 1 का विलन है और ये वाला दबंग 2 का। एंटरटेनमेंट, तू तो गया बेटा।
The war begins between him and the dog.
What the hell is this Noah's Ark? What's going on?
ये तो आए मेरे सामने। अबे मोबाइल टावर बुलाया था, ये सिम कार्ड कहाँ से आ गया?
This is an insane movie. What is happening in this story?
I'm confused.
Okay, that was stolen from Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh.
Okay, this is making more sense. Okay, now I get the inspiration. This is very much like inspired by, his name's Steve Chow?
It's entertainment.
ये कुत्ता बोलता है, सुनो, एंटरटेनमेंट इनको बताओ, आज स्टॉक मार्केट में क्या बढ़ गया? देखा, भाव बढ़ गया।
I don't know what's happening in this movie, but it's fascinating.
I want to know more.
Yeah.
I'm confused. But
I'm listening.
well, I'm just like collecting my thoughts.
Yeah, so Stephen Chow is a Chinese actor, director, producer, writer who does like the craziest cartoon human stories ever. Like Kung Fu Hustle is a classic. It's a kung fu movie, but it's like a cartoon. You're literally watching like a Bugs Bunny or Warner Brothers Looney Tunes brought to life, but like with human beings and martial arts.
Okay,
And,
okay.
yeah, it's fascinating. And all of his movies tend to be like that. It's making so much sense why this movie is the way that it is. It's a war between a man and a dog. It's like a cartoon.
Well, I understood that.
Yeah.
I understand it's between a dog and the man.
Yeah.
And they're competing. And then after that, I was like, well, what else is
It just
but
escalates.
But then they kind of become a team.
Well, by the end,
By
yeah.
the end.
Well, by the end, yeah, the dog wins him over
Right,
by the
yeah.
end of it. That's what happens in these like American 90s type stories. That's what I've been seeing more of lately. Because in the 90s, America used to have experimental weird comedies.
Yes.
Like Air Bud, where the dog plays basketball.
Hey, that was a great.
I never saw it, but like you had weird concepts like that a
Yes.
lot. Blank Check. Like there are these weird 90s concepts and you just don't see them anymore because everything is like based on a book, based on a comic, based on a show, or based on something or another, or it's an indie movie. You don't have these like cute things that are just made for the family anymore. This just escalates in a way that Like, it's insane. He's literally like dealing with something that you'd only see in Noah's Ark, right? All the dogs are in front of him. Like, what the hell's going on there? I can't even make sense of this. Akhil, an underdog and a failure, comes to know that his real father is a rich diamond merchant who has just passed away. When he goes to retrieve his wealth, he learns that a dog has inherited it. Ah, that makes so much more sense. Now I get it. That's terrible.
That's kind of great though.
But that actually sounds like something, that sounds like such a trivial American move. Doesn't it? Like, that sounds like something a wealthy American would do. Like Barbara Streisand, I could see her doing that. I could see you totally empathizing with what I'm about to say. But I think Barbara Streisand was on Oprah or one of those daytime talk shows, and her dog had just passed away. So she had this whole montage for her dog, and she's like, you know, isn't he beautiful? And like the entire audience is watching this. I get you having an affinity for your pet. I get it, but it's just a little odd to have like a live television daytime audience and you have this montage for your pet. It's just a little bit odd, or at least it would, you know. I get the love. I get the love.
You know, I do it.
Yeah.
I do it, and
know
everybody go, oh, like.
I know you would.
I think you're just a little jealous.
I'm not jealous. It's just weird.
Hater.
It's weird. Just like cooking food for your dog is weird. It's like dogs are supposed to eat what?
No.
Dogs are supposed to eat dog food. Their bodies are not made to eat.
Yeah, but you can make
human food
for dogs. That's dog food.
Yes. They're not supposed to have these like specially cooked meals that are generally reserved for human beings. Their bodies are not made to eat that kind of stuff. What? What do you do?
I mean, Kona eats everything.
All right.
She eats carrots.
Does she eat chocolate?
No.
Okay. You can't feed a dog anything you want to. You damn well.
No,
please.
you can't.
Yeah.
But if I'm having like ribs or something, right?
Yeah.
I save those and I give them like the bones to her.
That's fine. That's not the same. That's not what I'm talking about.
Sometimes I make it look.
It's just the concept of this is not that far removed from reality, though. Is all I'm trying to say. Like, why don't you give all that money to the poor? Why are you giving it to your dog?
Because they're so cute.
Oh my god.
I could see myself making a move like that, but more for like the comical like aspect of it. I think I would do it just because like I disappear, I die, and then they'd be like, damn it, Kristen, like you really did go there. And I'd be like, haha, yeah, I did.
What was the last laugh?
Take care of her. Because when she goes, then it goes to you. So make sure you take care of my dog.
That is not what was indicated here.
I know, but I'm just saying. You know what it also kind of reminded me? It reminded me of a few different like you said, older shows.
Well, like
older
90s,
movies and
it's
stuff
90s
like that, yeah.
concept films. Like, this is the kind of stuff you'd see in the 90s. For us, the 80s was a lot of bravado action movies like Arnold Schwarzenegger
Well, it had a
and
little
Jean-Claude
Rich
Van
vibe
Damme.
in there too.
Sure, yeah, the 90s.
what I mean? Yeah.
That's still the 90s, though. Like, the 90s was full of those kinds of quirky comedies that you'd find. Cool Runnings, that's from the 90s. Like, you wouldn't see that movie today. A movie about Jamaican bobsledders?
I would watch it.
I know, but they wouldn't do that today, is what I'm saying. They did it in the 90s because that's when we were most experimental with our comedies. Like, we were just trying to figure our way out. And so...
I'd watch it, though.
Yeah, I would, too. I mean, I loved Cool Runnings.
I loved it. I thought that was a bit, like, ugh. I just watched it the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, and I died laughing. Died.
It's just a fascinating idea to execute. Like, looking at Akshay Kumar's filmography, I'm like, I just never know what he's gonna agree to. I never know what kind of movie he's gonna do. And I will say, I'll co-sign on what you said. He looks really good in this trailer.
He does. He looks really good.
In general, he looks good. He looked especially good in this trailer.
I'd say hi.
I say what's up.
And I understand your girl crush too.
Oh yeah, Tamannaah Bhatia.
She was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
I was watching a film that she was in, because I'd seen her before, but I didn't realize I'd seen her before, so I was watching this movie with a friend of mine, and my friend is bi. And so I look at my friend in the middle of the movie, I'm like, you see this, right? She's like, I see it. I'm like, okay. Because it's not just me. No. I've tried to hit her up on Instagram, on Twitter.
You tried to hit her up?
I try to, because like that's what I do. In an effort to interview people, I thought maybe I have a shot.
Right back?
No.
Oh my God, yeah. Right back. What's going on?
She is the one celebrity that I have not been able to connect with. I don't know if she just doesn't like what I do. She's one of the few celebrities that's like, yeah, I don't. She hasn't
maybe
even.
I'll try to hit her up.
She hasn't even entertained the notion of saying hello. Anyway, it's fine.
Maybe she has like, just too many.
Akshay Kumar has acknowledged Jaby Koay. Okay? That's all I'm saying. If Akshay Kumar can acknowledge Jaby Koay, why can't Tamannaah Bhatia acknowledge Jaby Koay? Why not? Why not?
Maybe she heard to know your girlfriend's stories.
Maybe. That's entirely possible. It's entirely possible.
She's gorgeous, though.
Yeah, she is gorgeous. I'm not, like, nothing will take that away. This has a 4.5 out of 10 on IMDb, so I feel like, though, despite its low rating, this is a movie Kristen Stephenson Pino would not only watch, but she would love it.
Probably.
I feel like
I
this
think
is
so.
your kind of movie. Like as soon as I saw the dog, I'm like, oh, this is a wrap. Like, it doesn't even matter if
done.
this is nonsensical for the rest of the trailer. She's still gonna be intrigued by it enough to watch it.
But also, like, I mean, not only that, the main guy, I mean, I just watch it for him, and then I take notes on the beautiful. You know, like I'm gonna stop.
Can you repeat that? I don't know. I didn't make out any of that
I was
information.
talking. Well, no, they just have some good-looking people on there, and all I'm saying is I would take some notes on some, like, maybe some outfits, some makeup, and then kind of like drool a little, and like.
I didn't really understand Tamannaah Bhatia's role in this. Oh, the dad wanted her to marry the dog because the dog's wealthy. I'm just trying to understand things, so please forgive me if I'm speaking out of pocket here, like completely ignorant. There's this tradition in India where, and I just watched this on a show on Amazon, where if a family has bad juju, like bad energy or whatever, in order to offload that, they'll have the girl marry a tree.
What?
And
That's
then,
a thing?
and then,
Okay.
and then they'll get remarried again with their actual husband. But now the tree has absorbed all of that bad juju.
So what's the tree?
I think.
But then what do you do with the tree after?
But I don't imagine marrying a dog is an actual thing. It's just a crazy kooky movie.
Well, maybe, okay, well, if she ends up marrying the dog, maybe it's not really to marry dogs, just to get the inheritance through the dog. And then it's like the tree.
Then you divorce the dog, and then you can marry Akshay Kumar. I don't know what to make of this. It's just a crazy movie. And like that Noah's Ark moment just blew me away. I'm like, someone had to painstakingly repeat the dogs, because like if you look, they're
Yeah,
just
you can see the other dog.
they had like 3 dogs, and they just kept repeating it for the entirety of the shot. I don't even know if those trees are accurate, or if those trees are real. I think the trees are being repeated too. They just tried to fudge it and make it work somehow, because you see the same dogs in the same trees, like the same positioning of the trees and whatnot. Anyway, it was a fun trailer at the very least. I don't know if the movie is gonna be a pain in the butt to watch or a lot of fun. Woof woof.
Imagine us watching that movie together, though.
I can imagine that being a wild commentary.
Whether it's amazing or not, I think we'd laugh regardless, and then think it was amazing.
There's a lot of free movies that you can watch from India. This you have to pay for.
Oh.
So they value it enough that you have to actually pay to watch it. 4.5, stars out of 10, be damned. Movie's got some clout, it's got some monetary value to be gained from it.